First off, very happy to get a win. It's hard to win in Division I basketball. Very happy with our team and the way that we played tonight. Very happy with their response to a big win on the road at Miami. We could have came out and played flat, but we didn't, and we came out with energy. We really ramped it up probably around the 12 or 11-minute mark defensively, and I think that really set the tone in the first half and allowed us to create some separation. And, credit to UT Martin, they didn't stop playing. They played hard all the way throughout, but again, credit to our guys. We withstood the runs. We made sound plays, only 6 turnovers, and we took great shots. And we had elite ball movement tonight, which resulted in some very good offense.
It appeared to be a lot of confidence tonight on the floor with all the players. You think that was from the Miami win? They just feel like, hey, when we play to our potential, we're pretty.
Yeah, I think the Miami win did a lot for this team. I've been telling them, hey, discipline defensively, buy-in, these things. But it's hard when you're getting beat down. We've gotten beat a couple times some of these high major games. So as a young man, I've been there. It's hard to listen to that when you haven't seen the results. So thank God that we got that win when we did. And I think that these guys now understand, like, hey, if we do things the right way, if we defend, if we move the ball, we're capable of a lot. And that's without a couple guys that are key.
Yeah, I was going to say, you still don't have the full complement of available players yet. But do you feel like you're starting to find a good rotation? I mean, I know you'll have to change it some when the other guys get in, but right now, it just watching the box scores, it looks like you figured some stuff out.
Yeah, I think that's coaching, right? Like, you get here and you recruit these kids, and in the summer I say, hey, we're gonna play this way. This guy's gonna play here. This guy's gonna play there. But the reality is adversity is gonna hit, and adversity hit. And we had, as a staff, we had to spend some time figuring out how what is our style now? How are we gonna play? What's the rotation? Who are the guys? And we've kind of been figuring that out on the fly. And I think that we've kind of found something that kind of works and sticks. And thankfully these guys are playing hard and they're playing basketball the right way, and they've made our job easier to kind of recognize those things in practice and games. And I think that we're starting to find a rhythm of how we win basketball games.
RJ, you talk about rhythm. You came out firing, and I've seen you play enough to, when the shots are going down early, you tend to pick it up and keep going, and then sometimes you go into a little shell when they're not going down. The coach has to say, keep shooting, because shoot or shoot. But talk about your tonight. You were in that zone, as they say.
I just want to big shout out to my teammates and these coaches. They put me in a great position to be successful. My job's easy, to be honest. Just space the floor and catch and shoot when I'm open. I really bought into what Coach Nims has specifically asked me to do, which is trusting in ball movement and moving bodies, and I'll just let the game come to me, and then my work just shows. So none of it's surprising to me. I know it's not surprising to him. He's seen the work I put in since the spring, so I'm just reaping the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
Coach, we talked on confidence, but it feels like, because I've heard RJ say it and I heard you say it, it's the buy-in. Was that win in Miami what solidified the buy-in for this team?
I think it did. I think it has a lot to do with it. Again, kids. It's just how kids are. I was like that when I was a kid. You got to feel a little bit of success. Like if I tell them to handle a ball screen a certain way, and they feel like it's not working. As a kid, you're going to question, does this work? And some things weren't working for us early. And as a coach, you have to stand down on what you believe in and say, hey, this is the way. This is the way that we win. This is the way that I believe that we win. And thankfully in Miami, we executed. We executed defensively, we executed offensively. And I think that these guys as a whole, because think about it, a lot of these guys are new. We're only playing 2 guys that were here last year. So, they know it works. but do those other guys know it work? You get what I'm saying? And all it takes is one guy on the floor to not be connected, and now you don't know what you're going to get offensively or defensively. So thankful for those new guys to experience some success in Miami and understand, like, hey, this works. And then tonight they came out and replicated that, and this was the result.
RJ, for you, you made those 6 threes in the first half, and that's what really jumps out. But Jack and I on the broadcast, we noticed 4 assists during that flurry as well. You were shooting well and finding your teammates. Was it more than just the bucket? Did the whole thing slow down for you in the first half?
I mean, I was just going out there playing basketball. I'm a basketball player. Just go out there, make the right reads, make the right play. Don't try to force anything. You know, if a guy's open, I'm going to pass him the ball. So, you know, it's not a game you should ever overthink.
Speak to the Buck though. It's kind of popping again tonight, man. I feel like this new era, this new run has a little bit of a different feel to it.
Yeah. We've had 3 really good crowds to start, and you know, I've been really happy with the student turnout, the athletes. You know, they're showing up, showing out. You know, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it just takes this community to believe and again buy in to winning. And like they help us so much. Like them being there helped us so much. So I really hope that they continue to come again. This team is they're exciting, but they're not close. Like I'm being real with you, and I tell you, like they're not close. Like DJ Patrick will eventually be back out there, and some other guys, and like this team, they have a lot of potential. But I always tell them it's not about what you're capable of; it's what you're willing to do. And tonight they were willing to do the hard things that it takes to win.
One final one. If we're not close yet, what does this team look like when it does click, Hartman?
And the goal is a Big South championship. So that's what it is to me.
And one last thing, just speak on Coach Rainball getting the banner put up. What did that mean coming out of halftime, getting to see that up in the rafters?
Yeah, so I actually knew that was. I don't know if our players knew, but I knew that was happening. So when I came out, I took a look up there. You know, that's special. That's special, and I'm very happy that Coach could experience that. I mean, he created what we have now. You know, all this stuff that we have, this film room, the locker room, like he was the pioneer behind all of this. You know, I was here when we were in this tiny locker room, and how far he's helped grow this thing. It just speaks to who he is, the kind of coach he is, the kind of person he is, and there's so many players that are doing great things in life, whether it's basketball or whether it's just in life. That he's coached, he's mentored, and he's helped grow. So I'm super happy for him and his family to be able to experience that moment.